What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we are going to be looking at 5 things that we learned from the Manchester City solid 2-0 home win over Newcastle United in the Premier League on Boxing Day. But before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support the future content created on this channel, then you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 15,000 subscribers. We're less than 600 subscribers away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Don't forget also leave a thumbs up on this video if you do enjoy this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below of this victory over Newcastle United at the Etihad Stadium. So without further ado, let's look at 5 things that we did learn. The first thing that we've learned is I'm still not keen on this double pivot 2 defensive midfielders that Manchester City like to play. Now, I do get if City are playing against a team that are attacking, that will take the game to Manchester City, then playing 2 holding midfielders will really work for Manchester City, and it will work well with extra cover in defence, and it keeps things nice and tight. When we're going up against teams in the bottom half of the Premier League, for example, like Newcastle, like West Brom as well, these teams, they're going to sit deeper. They're going to sit with 9 or 10 men behind the ball. And so there isn't as much attacking threat there for Manchester City to deal with. And I think we've got enough quality in our back 4 to be able to deal with teams that if they do decide to come forward once or twice, that we can handle them coming forward. And I feel like when we're playing more attacking football and going with a more offensive team when playing in midfield, I feel like it helps us really to create opportunities and to score goals. Now, whilst 2-0 is a very good result over Newcastle, another clean sheet, and also Manchester City finding a couple of goals, I can't help but feel like it's still, in terms of attacking intent, not right at Manchester City. I just feel like we're not having a proper go at these teams. Now, my solution with the players that we've got is I would be, when we're placing a team in the bottom half of the table, and I don't think that they're going to come at Manchester City, in particular when we're playing at the Etihad Stadium, I'd be having Gundogan or Fernandinho starting in defence and midfield, Kevin De Bruyne starting, obviously, and then one of Bernardo Silva or Phil Foden sitting ahead of him. And I feel like that would really help us to create the opportunities to try and score goals. Instead of going with 4 players going up front, we could have 5 players, that extra attacker, just to cause a little bit more of a problem for these teams. That's the direction that I'd be looking to head towards. Playing with, like we did yesterday, Rodri and Gundogan next to each other against Newcastle wasn't needed. It's got the job done. We've won 2-0 and it is a good win, and I can see why Pep's going with that. However, I'm just looking for a little bit more attacking intent. Newcastle were there for the taking, and City were being clinical and creating lots of opportunities. I can't help but feel like we could have scored 4, 5 or 6 if we really wanted to, and we're not quite at that level where we know we're capable of. We're picking up wins, which is good. I just feel like there's 2 defensive midfielders playing against teams that don't want to play football. It doesn't really work, and I can see how and why we came unstuck against West Brom with going with that same style of play. And I feel like with this game against Newcastle, we're not necessarily got lucky. I feel like we've learnt from the mistakes against West Brom. However, it isn't City at their best under Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is an attacking manager who likes to score goals, likes to take the game to teams, and City like to score goals and be able to score 4, 5 or 6 goals and keep going. Just like we saw Liverpool do against Crystal Palace, being very clinical, whereas with City, we seem almost happy that when we score, we're happy and confident in ourselves to keep a clean sheet and hold out for the win, which I don't feel like is Man City's forte. That's just my thoughts. Now, the second thing that we learned, speaking of Man City in defence, is John Stones-Ruben Dias partnership is exceptional. Another clean sheet for them. It's really coming along, that partnership. I feel really sorry for Aymeric Laporte, because Laporte is a top quality centre-back, and he's struggling to get into the side. He's struggling to get into the side because Ruben Dias is in his place, and he's playing really well. Ruben Dias was signed to be the right-sided centre-back, but Stones is playing that well, that them two now are having a really good partnership at the back, and it's keeping a quality player like Aymeric Laporte out of the team. ponder for thought there. Now, the third thing that we learned from this game is Raheem Sterling, in my opinion, is so much better on the right wing than he is on the left wing. I am not a fan of Raheem Sterling on the left wing, having to always cut in. Defenders know if you're playing at right back and you're going up against Raheem Sterling, he's got the pace. What you need to do is show him onto his left foot, because he hasn't got a left foot. He's not very good at that. He's always looking to twist and turn and get onto his stronger foot, and it just doesn't come across that natural, and he struggles a little bit on the left. Put him on the right, gets an assist, just like he did yesterday. Hit the side netting, probably should have scored and got himself a goal yesterday as well. But he was making things happen on that right-hand side. He's not having to cut in and think about twisting and turning, and he's just thinking about being direct and going straight in onto his stronger foot. None of the cutting in malarkey. It's a problem with Riyad Mahrez as well on the right-hand side. He's always wanting to cut in and get in on his left foot. And it's a problem because defenders know that he wants to do that. Put Riyad Mahrez onto the left-hand side and all of a sudden then he can just take it through with his left foot, his stronger foot, and move from there. So if Sterling does start in the next game and Mahrez starts in the next game, I'd like to see Mahrez on the left and Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side. Now, this fourth thing that we learned from this game was Ferran Torres is looking good up top, getting a goal and causing problems, which is good to see with Gabriel Jesus obviously having to isolate and Sergio Aguero not being fully fit. It's nice that we've got someone that can play in that role and can score goals. I think it's a good temporary option for Manchester City. In the long term though, I still feel like we do need a clinical, deadly, long-term Sergio Aguero replacement in the form of a striker. Now lastly, the fifth thing that we've learned, he got my man of the match yesterday during my live stream. If you tuned in during my live stream, thank you to everyone that did tune in, by the way, is Joao Cancelo. Let's speak about Cancelo. How good was Cancelo yesterday? Immense performance, the best he's put in as a Manchester City player. And I feel like right now, Cancelo is one of the best players at Manchester City. And I think it's so important over the next couple of games against Everton and Chelsea away that we keep him fit and he can play and start in them games, because he is crucial. On that right-hand side, the balls he was putting into the box were deadly. The balls were so dangerous that it was allowing Raheem Sterling the space and time to find himself and get assists and cause problems. That was how good Joao Cancelo was. Kyle Walker's having to isolate as well. And if I'm Kyle Walker watching Joao Cancelo play at right back yesterday, I'd be very concerned. Cancelo's been getting used at left back. He's been a makeshift left back for Manchester City, who's done a very good job for us. However, what we saw yesterday was how good Cancelo can be on the right-hand side. Cutting into the middle. At one point, he was playing as a centre forward. He was getting down the right wing, putting deadly balls, accurate crosses into the box, exactly what we're looking for. In my opinion, Cancelo having an excellent season, continuing to build on his performances since we came back from the project restart for the Premier League back in June. Now just cast your mind back to this time last year when we was heading towards the January transfer window. Joao Cancelo was struggling to get into the team, looked very unsettled. Lots of City fans were saying that they wanted Danilo back from Juventus and Joao Cancelo was a flop and they wanted him to leave, and that carried on right up until the pandemic hit and football stopped. They weren't keen on Joao Cancelo, and he was getting linked during the long gap between the 2019-20 season resuming over a few months. He was getting linked with the exit door and Man City wanted to cash in. Cancelo comes back in, puts some good performances in, gets his confidence up whilst playing as a left back, because City are very weak in the left back department. All of a sudden now, a confident Joao Cancelo is an exceptional football player, and 12 months ago no one would have been saying that. Wonderful, fantastic from Joao Cancelo. Long may it continue. So there we go. They are the 5 things that we have learnt from this game. This is my match review and match analysis. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts in the comments below. What did you make of the game? Let me know. I'm always interested in what you do have to say. Subscribe as well if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 15k subscribers, less than 600 away now. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me. And follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And we'll be back again tomorrow for another live watch along, this time for the Everton game. Game's coming in thick and fast, so I'll see you all again tomorrow. So I've been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope everyone is safe and well. And yes, daily transfer videos will be coming back January 1st. I know everyone's excited about that. So I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.